better villain?
Yeah. Who you think
Man,
got Captain America more?
I'm gonna say Red Skull.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I'll
might
probably
go
say
Red
Red
Skull.
Skull too.
Yeah, Red
Even
Skull. He
though
even got.
Zemo had the better plan, I give him that. He showed
That's the
tore them
truth.
apart.
Yeah, that's the truth. I kind of did what. Nah, I don't know. That's a story for maybe if we have to record a show or something like that.
All right. Oh man, you gotta say we live.
Oh
Oh, we
yeah.
live. Wait, I didn't even see
All
that.
right.
What's up?
All right, we want to welcome everybody to the first live at home version of the Lost Blurs. I'm not gonna even say my first name. I'm the Kraken, coming from you from the headquarters. Who else we got out there?
I am the villain coming from detention.
And I am the doctor coming from the pharmacy.
All right, then. I heard that. And welcome to another episode, another live episode from everybody's headquarters of the Lost Blurs podcast. All right.
All right.
We want to thank everybody for liking and subscribing our show and helping us out. We really appreciate it. All right. We're going to get started today. We're not going to waste any time with today's first question. It's the top three Tarantino movies. What's your favorite three Tarantino movies? Who want to go first?
Uh, I guess I dive in first. I rock
Go
it first.
ahead. Go ahead, Vin.
Um, let's see. At number three, I'm gonna go with Kill Bill Volume One. I thought the Bride showed out there. Uma Thurman did a phenomenal job. It kind of got me back into that. It kind of reminded me of an updated version of a Shaw Brothers movie. Uh, the visuals, and I'm talking about Volume One and Volume Two. I kind of want to put them in the same tier. Although if I had to select one, it would probably be Volume One. I love the Vivica Fox fight scene. I thought that was great. So I'm going with that. Kill Bill Volume One specifically is number three. Number two, I'm gonna get a smile off this one from the doctor. I'm gonna go with Pulp Fiction.
Now you
Um,
ain't now with it at number two.
I know it at number two.
Yeah.
I know it's to get some kind of look. I loved Pulp Fiction, great movie. The way that Ving Rhames, I thought he was funny. The imp, I thought that was a funny ass scene. It was kind of cool how they never really showed you what was in the briefcase. I think that's possibly some of Samuel L. Jackson's best work. I thought he was an awesome character in that movie. So was John Travolta. Um, I'm totally going with that at number two. Number one, I think I even said something about this before. I love monster movies. I gotta go with From Dusk Till Dawn. I
All
thought
right.
George Clooney was great in that movie. Selma Hayek to this day still has possibly the sexiest scene I've ever seen when it
Ever.
comes when she ever in a
Ever.
movie. To this day, still when she danced with that snake, that was when she was Santanico Pandemonium. She was just knockout killer. The way that the fight culminated at the end when they had to close off the club and everyone pretty much became vampire hunters. They went in the back. They saw the stuff that people had been hoarding. They used all this stuff to make new weapons. It was epic how pretty much everyone died, I think, except for Seth and the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody either sacrificed themselves or gave themselves up in a fight that was literally to the death. So that's gonna close out my top three Quentin Tarantino movies. You might be hearing something about one of those movies later in my list.
Well, I guess I'll go next. My number three is gonna be Django, not the Django because the D is silent.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx, Christopher Walken. Who else was in that movie? Samuel L. Jackson,
Samuel L.
Leonardo
Jackson.
DiCaprio. Just an all-star cast.
Man.
Leonardo's
Oh,
depiction of
Kerry Washington, right?
yep, Kerry Washington,
Yeah.
Olivia Pope, yeah, buddy.
Yes.
Um, Leonardo DiCaprio's his depiction of Candy. I mean, he
Calvin
was just
Candy.
off. I mean, he was just off the chain in that. I
Yeah,
mean, the
was.
scene where he's explaining to him about the two knocks in the back of his
In the back of
skull, and
his.
that's what made him subservient. Jamie Foxx's performance, just the fact to see the slave whooping on the slave masters. I mean, it just can't get better than that.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man.
You know something weird I found out about that scene you were talking about, the whole skull scene. You know when he
mhm.
slams his hand on the table,
Yeah, I
he
know he
actually
did that.
cut it. Yeah, he cut his
Yeah,
hand wide open, and
and
he
kept
kept on
going.
filming. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
actually a pretty
hey,
cool
that man,
scene.
hey,
Yeah,
Leonardo,
yeah,
he up
Oh
there,
yeah.
dog.
yeah. I
My
give him
number
that.
two, I'm gonna do it both of them as one movie because it's pretty much the same story. That's Kill Bill 1 and 2. The villain I already turned to talk about it a little bit. Uma Thurman, Vivica Fox, Lucy Liu. I mean, it was just a great movie. The action, the violence, you just can't. Yeah, you just can't beat that one. And my number one, of course, as you can see from my shirt,
Oh
you know who
man,
that
cut his
is.
shirt
That's
off.
killer.
Oh, Tasty Burger.
Tasty
Gotta
Burger.
go with Pulp Fiction with my man Jules. We'll talk about him later on in the show. Pulp Fiction, probably my all-time favorite movie. All-star
Say what one
cast,
more time?
man. Hey,
Say what one more motherfucking
one
time?
more time, dog. One more time, bro. Tell her be cool. Tell her to be
Say
cool.
this be cool.
Hey,
Man.
I mean Bruce Willis, the same with him and Bruce Willis and Ben Raines down there when they were locked up in the pawn shop. I mean,
It was
it's
messed
hard
up.
to go against. It was
Yeah,
He
messed
messed
up.
up, but
Yeah. I mean, hey, the
that's the
gimp
imp.
got what
That's
was
the
coming
imp.
to him. But yeah, Pulp Fiction gonna be my number one. I don't think anything ever top that one for me.
Okay,
all
I'm
right,
with it.
so my list is almost like you guys, but I'm gonna have one that Quentin Tarantino didn't exactly direct, but he kind of wrote. It's gonna
Okay.
be The Rock with Sean
Yes.
Connery and Nicolas Cage.
I didn't know he
So
wrote that.
Yeah, he
yeah,
got
yeah, he was
uncredited.
part
Yeah, he didn't
writer.
get
Yeah,
credited. Yeah, he
he
did.
was
Hey, that was a
part of
good one
that.
though. I didn't
The
know he
Rock,
wrote that.
one of my favorite movies. Sean
Yeah, that's
Connery,
a good
great
one.
actor.
Great.
Hey, Nicolas Cage, one of his better acting jobs on that
Yeah,
junk.
he
I
knocked
mean,
that one
it
out
was
the
great.
park. Can't say nothing about some of his
Yeah.
other stuff.
Yeah.
But my one and two, hey, we've already said it. Django, Christopher
Yep.
Waltz, I believe is his name, as
Hmm.
Dr. King Schultz
Schultz. Yeah.
took a, hey, he was the best person in the
Yeah,
movie.
he stole the show. He
It,
stole the show.
it shouldn't
Absolutely.
have, Jamie Foxx shouldn't have even been in the running for the Academy Award. He should have got best leading actor. He got best supporting actor, but Schultz was the star of the show, plain and
He
simple.
was.
And
Absolutely.
I ain't never hated nobody as much as I hated Samuel L. Jackson in that
Oh
movie,
man,
dog.
and he should
Ooh.
be number two. He should have got best supporting actor because the role
I
Samuel
said, what
played in
that
that
nigga
Johnny
doing up there on
Steven.
that neck?
I think it was Steven. Yeah, Steven.
Yeah, Steven, that
Yeah.
was
Hey,
his name.
that
I'm
Steven
gonna
was
man
say this
hard
had
right here
too.
though.
When he
he
dropped
I
had
that
know
you
this,
cane,
hating.
dude. One of the funniest scenes I have ever witnessed was that Klan scene when they no, we don't
Oh
have
oh
man.
yeah.
another bag. Man, cried
Man, who
laughing at
cut
that
the
scene. That
holes in
was
these damn bags?
I can't
Hmm.
see a goddamn thing.
That was
No, we
one of the
don't
greatest
have
scenes.
another bag. That shit
But
was
my
great.
number one, I see Brandon already said it. Pulp Fiction,
Can't beat it,
probably
dog.
one of the
For the fans
greatest
at
movies
home,
ever
for the
made.
shirt again.
Oh yeah, it's one of the greatest movies ever made.
I
Storyline,
mean,
everything is great.
yeah, yeah, it's true.
Like I said, it's so he got so many movies he has created. Like Sin City, he was a part of
Yeah.
that.
Yes, he was.
Desperado almost made my list.
Ooh, Desperado was a good one, dog.
Desperado was finna make my list, but I had to
And,
go
Yeah,
with just
and
I
see,
had to look at characters,
you still haven't seen Inglorious Bastards yet. You
not
need to
all the
watch
way
that.
through, not all
Oh
the way
yeah,
through.
exactly.
I
You
hadn't
should be
seen it
I
all the way
thought
through.
ashamed.
Inglorious Bastards was okay. I
What?
didn't. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. I didn't think it was a bad movie. I thought it was. I thought it was going to be far more action than it was. It was a lot more dialogue than action,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
thought it was going to be.
That
I
bar
guess I
scene,
kept
bro.
the
The
bar
bar
scene was
scene
phenomenal.
when he was
I
like,
guess
or he did
I
that instead
kept
of.
waiting instead of the three. My
Yeah, that
thing is
was what it
this:
was.
I kept waiting. I guess for something to happen in every scene, and it only happened in every other scene. If that makes any sense.
Hmm.
Um, but I thought, yeah, I thought Inglourious Basterds. It was worth watching.
Did y'all like Hateful Eight?
It was okay.
Not really,
Yeah, I ain't really care
not
for. That's
really.
one of the ones he made. I really did. That's probably one of my least favorite Tarantino movies.
Yeah, to me, it could have been a
Yeah, I didn't
lot
think it was
better.
all that good.
It
Hmm.
was all right. All right. So, hey, Great first question. We're gonna move on to our pick one segment. All right, the first one we got. Which one would you rather be on? American Gladiators or American Ninja Warrior? Which one?
I'm going with American Gladiators. Oh, we lost one. I don't know what he doing. But to answer your question, I'm gonna go with American Gladiators because I don't think I can pause this recording. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Okay.
American Gladiators. Oh, there he is.
Oh,
Not
he's back
sure what
on.
happened
Oh
with
yeah,
that.
there we go.
Technical
Yeah.
All
difficulty
right.
here too.
So the question,
Yeah,
Jay, with the
it
villain,
was the blip, man.
American.
Thanos did it.
Yep.
They blipped me out.
American Gladiators or American Ninja Warrior? Which one would you be on? I said American Gladiators because Turbo was that man, and I'm going with
No,
American Gladiators.
I think that's what's happening. I think someone's calling me. Actually, let me my wife
Yeah,
calling me.
somebody's calling you
Y'all
because
can go
it's
ahead and
vibrating.
answer this question anyway. Let me go
yeah,
ahead
I
and
thought that was
American
my phone.
Gladiators. Give me 1 second.
Now you sideways. But hey, mine is gonna be
Yeah,
American
you go.
Gladiators also, man. Like I said, all the obstacle course they had, the eliminator at the end. What's the game? Assaults. You had what's the one
Can
they kind of
treadmill
played
stuff and all that
football?
stuff,
Yeah,
man. Oh
the
yeah.
one they kind of played football, that Powerball, I believe his name was. It was some of everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go American Gladiators. Even the video game was great. I love the
Mm-hmm.
video game for American Gladiators. It was doing it was one of the funnest video games to play. I think it was on NES or Super Nintendo.
And
I
bro, I'm gonna
forgot
let you
which
know
one it
right
was
now.
on.
I ain't doing half that stuff they was doing on American Ninja Warrior, dog. I ain't doing all that. Mm-mm. Nope.
Yeah, you gotta have some upper body strength. I ain't had upper
Yeah.
body strength like this since elementary school.
I feel like American Gladiator, you actually will be having fun up there
Hmm.
doing that, especially with the when you had the stats and you was Duke Jousting or whatever.
Oh
But,
yeah, the
but
I'll
jousting
I,
and
say this
all
right
that.
here. I I have to go with American Gladiators. It's one of the greatest shows ever. The remake was not very good with Hulk Hogan. But just the
Nah.
fact that these guys were almost like wrestlers, they had cool names. I remember Nitro, Turbo,
Nitro, that's the one,
Blaze,
yeah.
Saber. Saber was the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember just it was just too much. The women were gorgeous, the guys were jacked, but the competitions. I remember. Oh my God, I was trying to think of the name of it. It was like a football game where you had to get the ball and kind of like power through and try to dunk it in the
Powerball. I
other
think it
hoop.
was
Power, I
Powerball.
think it was Powerball. The fact with the one where you had the gauntlet when you had the at the end, the eliminator was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But of
Hmm.
course, my favorite one, y'all know I like Nerf guns, was when you had to go from station to station and try to shoot the target
Assault.
up there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Assault, that was the coolest one. But yeah, American Gladiators all the way. American Ninja Warrior is
Mm-hmm.
great. I actually think the Japanese version is better than the American version. I'm sorry, but I got to go
Well,
with American Gladiators on this.
hey, what was the one they was upside down on the track?
Uh, I think it was
Wasn't it Sky Zone or something?
Sky Trackers. I think it was called Sky Track.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Sky
all
Track.
right. Moving on to our next pick one. All right. Which show are you gonna keep? Which one's gonna go? Or which one was better? I put it like this:
Okay.
Celebrity Deathmatch or Robot Chicken? Which one was better?
For
Uh,
me,
go for it.
oh, go
Please
ahead.
do. No, no, no. Please do.
Well, I love them both. Especially Celebrity Deathmatch when it came out. I mean, it was nothing
Oh
else
yeah, it
like
was
it
great.
on TV when it came out. Um, but Robot Chicken, they kind of did more with the different skits and
Hmm.
things that they did. I mean, they had moves more than just the celebrities fighting and duking it out in the ring or whatever. So that's really
Man,
the only reason why I'm gonna pick Robot Chicken. It was funnier to me, so I'm gonna go
yeah,
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken. Man, I'm talking about from the Optimus Prime dying of prostate
Yeah, I was
cancer. I'm
in
like,
there, the
man,
Optimus
they
Prime.
got He-Man and you
Hmm.
had shoot Thundercats on there. You had
Yeah,
everything on there.
yeah, they did. I mean, they just had more to work with because of what they were doing. So
That's the truth. I guess that's that. Go ahead and put the strike three up. It's Robot Chicken, like you said. It's their. It's because they had different kind of material. They even had some of the elements that Celebrity Deathmatch had, like some of those kind of fights. They kind of rebirthed that in there a little bit. But as far as just a better show, Celebrity Deathmatch, like you said, was ahead of its time, but I'm picking Robot Chicken all the way.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
All the way.
It's
Even though I
gotta
loved
be.
Mills Lane at the time, the referee thought it was great.
Oh yeah. All right. So this is probably the hardest question out of all of these. Which one you rocking? Tommy Hilfiger or Nautica?
Oh, this was easy for me. Because if I'm
Really?
not mistaken, your boy Tommy didn't want no brothers wearing his
He did
clothes. So I'm
not.
rocking,
That,
Hey,
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you
rocking
hey,
Nautica
but
something.
come
all
on.
day.
Hold
That
on
did
now.
not happen.
Nautica
No,
all day.
I'll tell you, back in the early 90s, about 95,
Nautica.
96, it was like straight Tommy Hilfiger. People wore Nauticas just to say that I ain't wearing no Tommy Hilfiger. Tommy Hilfiger, I remember my first piece of Hilfiger clothing, it was a watch. And one of my favorite watches I ever had. Tommy Hilfiger, like I said, his clothes were just off the chain. The cologne, everything. The cologne smell
Yeah.
better.
Now, before that
I,
came out about what he said about us brothers, us colors
He
wearing
didn't
his
say
clothes,
that.
but
I
that
was
was
rock,
late, man. That was late.
I
I don't even
was
think that was
rocking,
early.
I
He
was
didn't
rocking
say
Tommy
that.
Hilfiger. I was rocking Tommy Hilfiger. But once I heard that, I had to let it go.
Now, this is how I recall it. I may be incorrect. We have to research this for the next show.
I burned them.
I remember what happened was he went on Oprah. Who now? What dude would go on Oprah and say he don't want black folks to wear his stuff? I think
Tommy
what
Hilfiger.
happened was I think he went on there and when they asked that question, if I'm not mistaken, his response was, I designed my clothes for golfers.
White
It just
people.
happens that most golfers are white.
Yeah.
Um, he never said I didn't wear. Now Michael Kors said this shit. That's why that's why my wife don't rock with Michael Kors. He said he don't like black folks.
Mm.
She never had an MK on. It is what it is. But
Man,
I am going Tommy Hilfiger. Uh, I remember when I never recall Nautica being a status symbol. I remember if you had a Tommy shirt, they knew it wasn't cheap.
the
People used to have to check
jacket, the
your
Oh, you
Tommy
tag
had
to
on
make
jacket,
sure it
Tommy,
was
bro. You can
legit.
ride, dog.
everything.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
if you
had
had a
a night,
Tommy
dog.
shirt, Tommy jacket,
The
Nautica was
the
fresh because I
khakis.
love water. I'm a pirate, but I gotta go. I gotta go with Tommy. And he had the cooler set. Well, that symbol is just so legendary. The little red, white, and blue, almost like a Texas symbol. That was so good.
Mm.
I
Now
gotta
I
go
got
with
a lot
Tommy
of
on this.
Nautica now. I love Nautica blue. Hey, I rock with it right now. I love Nautica
Now
now.
Polo versus Nautica, or Polo versus
Nah,
Tommy.
Polo
Oh,
blue.
polo all day, bro.
Polo
Yeah,
winning all day.
Polo
Polo
winning all
taking that
day.
out.
Ralph Lauren got
I,
that all day.
He got that,
That's not
I,
bro.
even a question. Good
I
point.
I had to roll to Nashville and go to the Polo. Hey, how big as I am, Polo make my size clothes, so I got
You
to
can't
rock with
beat that.
Polo.
You can't beat
I
that.
got about 4 or 5 pair of polo boots in my closet now.
Kraken, how big? How tall are you, Kraken? 6 what?
6'6", man.
That most golfers are not 6'6". That's what he was
Nah.
saying. Damn it, he didn't. He wasn't saying he want black folks to wear his clothes.
Well, hey, we still ain't got too
He
many
said
black
it without
golfers.
they. I bet you them everybody they knew what he was saying. He
Hey,
Mm-mm.
wasn't
but
gonna come out and say
but
it,
you
but they
had
knew what he
Tiger
meant.
out there, and I love watching Troy Mullins. Shout out to Troy Mullins. She fine. That's all I do. If y'all don't know who that
Yeah,
is, Instagram Troy Mullins.
wouldn't it?
She's one of the finest out there. All right, going back to our second question. What's your favorite character from a Quentin Tarantino movie?
Now,
You want
did
me
we
to
do
go?
top three or we just did top singular character?
I did top 3.
I
You
did
did
top
top
three.
three? Oh
Yeah.
well, maybe I need two more then. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna think of my other two. I already know my first one. I alluded to him earlier. So
Okay, I go three. My number three is gonna come in with hands down, in my opinion, the most gorgeous woman that has ever walked this earth. Besides my
Except
wife, of course.
ah yeah, you better
That's
say
gonna
that.
be,
Jackie
but
Brown.
there's a catch to this. There's a catch to this. It's gonna be Jackie Brown. Um, if you look at the picture that we showed, she actually looks just like my wife. Just go ahead and toss that out there.
She
But I'm
does, they
picking
do
Jackie
though.
Brown. She does. She really
Hmm.
does. So I'm picking Jackie Brown as my number three from the movie Jackie Brown. Number two, I'm gonna get some dirty looks for this one. I'm gonna go Jules from Pulp Fiction. He's gonna be my number two. Certified badass,
She could
scary,
the
awesome
tablet in
hairdo,
there next to
cool
the
suit.
bed.
But number one, like I
The
said, you're
tablet in
gonna hear
there.
this. It's gonna be hands down Seth from Dusktildawn. George Clooney was an absolute badass in that movie.
He was.
He had the cool tribal tattoo that went up his arm. I mean, he literally went from bank robber to kidnapper to water
Vampire Hunter.
jumper to vampire hunter to vampire slayer. You know
He
what I
always
mean?
say he never lost his cool, bro. When all that
He
stuff was
never lost
going
his
down,
cool.
he
When they
maintained his
killed his
cool, dog.
brother, when the boy turned,
Yeah.
when the preacher turned, when what's it
Jim
for when
Brown.
Fred the Hammer Williams,
If
like
Fred
when
had, let's go
everybody
with Fred.
turned, he kept his cool. It was number him and that compact 44, that snub nose 44. That's all he needed. I'm going with Seth for number one.
Okay, I can respect your list almost. Almost. So
Of
this was tough
course.
for me for my number three. So I actually have a three-way tie for my number three. I'm just gonna mention them real quick. I ain't really gonna say them because we kind of talked about them already. The
Okay.
first one was Colonel Hans. Two of them, both of them played by Chris Waltz. Was
Okay.
Hans from
In the
Inglourious
German.
Basterds, and he also as King Schultz from the Django. So I got to give him, and then I got to tie that again with Leonardo DiCaprio's depiction of Candy.
Calvin
Uh,
Candy. I'm with
I
it.
kind of got them all as my number three.
Okay.
And then my number two, I got the Bride, aka Uma Thurman, because I mean she's like the perfect example of what you can do when you make up your mind to do something. I mean, she was
Mm-hmm.
paralyzed from the waist down, and
Yeah,
she
true.
willed herself to be able to walk again,
Yeah.
starting by moving her big toe. Uh,
Gotta wiggle your big toe, damn it.
the way she trained with her master, I can't think of what his name is, dude with the beard. You know,
The cruel two lizard pie May.
yeah, Padme. I mean, she just had some
Yeah.
iconic scenes. She
Hey,
was
what
buried
The
about?
high
alive.
snatch.
Yeah,
She
they'll
was,
say that just punching that casket. I'm like, man,
yeah,
could I do that
No.
for real?
getting out that casket, buried alive. She took old girl other eye, took
Yep.
that. I mean,
True.
she had some all her fights with the crazy 88. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Oren
insane.
was a hard one. She got
Yeah.
shot with that rock salt.
Oh yeah,
Jeez.
man. And of
Came back from
course,
that. I'm with it.
my number one again for the people at home.
There you go.
There he is, Tasty Burgers. He knew scripture. He quoted the scripture. You can't
There
argue
wasn't
with a
no,
man who
there
quotes
wasn't no
scripture.
real scripture though.
Hey, hey,
It's not
don't
like
put hate
that,
on
but he
people like
quoted
that,
one.
dog. That man was that man, dog. He was that
Doctor, do
God,
man.
you mind
Jews
if I
though.
have some
Hey,
of your tasty
Jericho juice
beverage?
dripping everywhere, dog.
It's true.
hey, Jews. Hey, I have to say he's gonna be my number one, so I'm not gonna go with him for number one. I mean, I'm go ahead and do my number one first. All right, my number two is gonna be the mariachi for Desperado.
Okay.
He had that
Definitely can't go
work.
wrong with that one.
I can't
I
even say
would
yeah.
for three. I would say Schultz, but y'all already said Schultz, and I'm not
Well,
gonna
man,
say it. It was a great actor.
you can say it too.
I'm going Steven.
What?
Nah,
Samuel L.
Oh,
Jackson is
nah, you missed
Steven.
me with that one, dog. Nah, you missed me with that one, bro.
Hey, I'm going different. I'm going Steven because hey, John Mason from The Rock was gonna be my number three. I'm like, nah, screw it. Let me do something different. I'm going Steven as my number three.
oh
Hey,
my
because
God.
he made you hate him. You
He
Hey,
love to
did.
hate him, but you
He
know
did.
how good of an actor Samuel L. is.
cause you picked the cone, bro. Hey, for that, bro, I'm muting you for 5 seconds. He is muted. He is now muted for 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Now he is unmuted.
Man, hands down, was one of the best and most memorable characters
I mean,
in that movie.
he was a character, all right, and he got what
But
was
like I
coming to him.
said, Jews and the mariachi, they the badasses pretty much
Yeah, I
from
get
all
it.
the movies to me, other than what's her name. But hey,
The
I'm
bride,
just
yeah.
gonna have to give Steven some love. There ain't nobody else, cause like you said, he made you hate him.
He did.
You did say Jules was your number one, right?
Yeah, yeah, he was my number
Oh,
one.
okay. I was just
Cause
checking.
like I said, there's no him and Vincent. There's no get past that duo. That's what we need to do with who you got. Jews and Vincent versus anybody.
Man, that's gonna be tough, bro.
Yeah, it's
Versus
gonna be
anybody.
oh Vinny
Unless,
Vega.
unless, unless Vincent coming out the bathroom, and you know he might take that L then.
Get chopped up with that
Nah,
unless Bruce Willis is that team.
we'll see. But
Mm-mm-mm.
that being there, so but that's gonna be alluding to our who you got segment. All right, today's who you got. A couple of them are, well, one of them is pretty damn hard. But today we got Beastmaster versus Conan on who you got. So who y'all got? Y'all want me to go first or y'all go first? One of y'all.
Fire away.
Hey, I can go, bro, because you talking about straight hand to hand. I'm going with Conan all day, bro. Now you talking about
Really?
they out and Beastmaster can call, do his little thing and call his little animal friends or whatever. He might take
And
Conan out. Hand to
I,
hand, bro. He ain't beating
I'm going
Conan,
I'm gonna disagree with you because
bro. Mm-mm.
barbarians they come with their swords first. Hand to
Yeah.
hand is the last thing they thinking. I'm thinking Beastmaster is coming in with their quickness
Beastmaster
for
gonna get
Schwarzenegger
chopped
can
in
get
half.
that sword around.
He gonna get chopped in half.
Because
I guess I got to play tiebreaker. If I'm not mistaken, and then before I make my final decision, if I'm not mistaken, is Conan's sword like magic or some shit?
I don't think so. I think it's just regular.
no, it's a big ass, huge ass sword.
It's something. No, it was something special about that sword. It wasn't
I,
magic, but it was
no,
something
I think
special
he
about that
got it.
sword.
Did he got it from a king or something?
Yeah, I think it. Yeah, that's what he found. I think from that skeleton. Then he took that off
Or
with.
it's made from some
Yeah,
kind of metal.
Yeah,
The Atlan, or something like.
yeah.
Um,
gonna call that, bro. This really not no fair fight for Conan. What you should have did was Beastmaster versus what's his name, Coral the Conqueror. Remember that? That probably would have been better because Conan was walking
No,
somewhere.
well,
it's
both of them
I,
got them little things they can throw, but Crow, he can whoop both of them because he got fire to come out of his hand. He got the little star.
you know what? I'll say this
But
right
That's
I'm
what
here.
you
talking
talking
about.
about, right?
Are we talking Conan the Barbarian or Conan the Destroyer?
I was talking about Kevin Sorbo's that movie
No,
he
I'm saying
did.
what Conan are we talking about? The Destroyer or the Barbarian?
Same person, bro.
I think that's the same person. It's
They
just
are. I
different
was talking about the different
movies.
movies. I'll say this right
I
here.
think
I
it's
gotta
just
go with
different
Conan on
movies.
this one too. I'm gonna rock with Conan. I think it's something about the only reason is because it stands out in my mind how he was standing on that thing, just like when he was working the sword, he was doing the sword flip. That was a pretty cool little scene. I'm gonna go with Conan on this one. I really am.
Okay. All right, coming up to the next one, which is probably our hardest one. Justice League versus Avengers. Who you got? We're gonna go
I
with
take
the core members. Core members.
I'll take this one first. This actually wasn't even hard for me. The only thing
Yeah,
that's gonna be hard for me is watching Captain America die. You
he gonna be
have a
the first one
team
gone.
of gods.
Him
I
and
love the
Batman.
Avengers. I swear to God, I do. But you're talking about. I know people say he's a C-level character, but you're talking about Aquaman, who's a god, Wonder Woman, who's a god, and Superman. I'm gonna let that go.
I mean, he pretty
The
much a
only
guy.
one who lives, the only people you have on the Avengers that would live to stand up to them is Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
Those are your only hopes. Iron Man doesn't have a chance. Um, Cap and Batman can fight it out, but once one of them win, the winner getting squashed. I gotta go with the
Yeah,
Justice
I
League on
think
this one.
Batman. I think Batman getting whooped when it comes to him and Cap.
Oh God, yeah, Captain is
I
gonna
think,
he gonna yeah.
I think Tony Stark could possibly come up with some smart enough, just like Batman, to come up with some
And
to
see,
whoop
it's hard with
Superman
Tony.
ass.
It's hard with Tony because
He always
he
come up
get
with some shit.
and he always got so many different armors. I mean, you think about the one he
True.
had on when he had that nano suit. I mean, he was taking on Thanos by himself with that giant.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
So
then you talk about if he
that's
got the
why I
Hulk
said it was
up
hard for
on. I
me.
mean, it's hard. It's hard with Iron Man. He tough.
I'm looking at how everybody has time to prepare. If everybody has time to prepare,
There you go, that prep time.
no, I'm just saying because you know what kind of fight you in. Look at every MCU movie. Tony's always ready
I'm
Hmm.
gonna cheat
for
then.
anybody.
You know what no one ever says about this because, and I understand with the prep time thing. And this we didn't even talk about this, and I know this isn't the battle, but the Batman prep time thing. I'm gonna say this right here. If they all get prep time, Superman gets to have kryptonite armor. He knows they're gonna bring the only thing to make him weak. So now you have Superman who's invulnerable to kryptonite. If he has the time to prep, right? It's only fair.
So I put it like this: is well, we said the core adventure, so that wouldn't include Wanda,
Yes, it
basically, right?
would.
It would
Yeah,
include Wanda.
it would include her and Doctor Strange, which is why I picked Marvel. That's the only
Wait,
reason
it
why.
does? No, the core
So
six.
so if
Oh,
it
you
It's
just
only
going
Cap.
off. So
He
with
said the
Marvel,
core members. That's
yeah.
Cap, Thor, Iron Man,
Hulk.
Hulk.
I mean, you gonna Black Widow and Hawkeye? I mean, come on, bro. That
I'll
ain't
give you
even no
Black
fair
Widow and
fight.
Nah.
Panther.
That still ain't no fair fight, dog. If you gonna do that, then it's DC all hands down.
I don't see it.
All right.
All right.
Let's
Come on.
say, okay,
That's
let's do
not
it like
fair.
this. The DC universe characters right now versus the Marvel universe characters. I'm talking about movie universe.
I'm still going DC.
I'm going
You still
Marvel,
going
dog.
DC? I have to go because if we include Wanda,
Wanda and Doc, you gotta remember too, bro. DC's biggest heavy hitter, Superman, has a weakness to magic. Wanda and Doctor Strange together. Now the
That means
biggest,
I'm unleashing Zatanna then.
but the biggest,
That means I
but
can unleash
she
Zatanna and
ain't
Constantine.
no core member though, bro. She like a little
But
side
you said
piece.
the
so
DC
what about
universe that meant I can unleash
Shazam?
Constantine.
I'm talking
Nah,
about everybody that they have available now for Shazam, the Flash,
Shazam, Flash,
Superman.
Wonder Woman,
Um,
Superman, Batman, Aquaman,
we
Cyborg.
know that's dog. We know this is a dog shit question because the DCU has not produced that many characters. I don't have that many weapons to fight with. I
Sure,
got bat
So
soups.
let
you
me
still
see.
got Green Lantern too, because I mean, technically Ryan Reynolds was Green Lantern, so you still got that.
But if we're talking about Green Lantern is taking out.
Yeah,
I don't
he
know.
kicked
I mean,
that
you're right.
Green Lantern.
If you gonna tip the
Now
scales
Green Lanterns is
with Wanda with Scarlet Witch and the
we're
Doctor,
just keep it at this. We keep it as the core members from the movies. The Justice League we just saw versus the Avengers we saw in the first movies.
Oh,
it's
well, DC
DC.
all day then.
It's DC.
We'll
Ain't
do
even
it like that.
It's
ain't no
DC. It's
contest,
no
dog.
question. It's no
Without
question.
going no further detail and
Because
anything. So you
in order
saying
for
just
Marvel to win, you would have to add God. You would have to add people who can change reality. That's the
I'm
only
so
gonna
way
tell
they
you
win. Then
I'm gonna tell you this right now, bro. With DC, technically with his power, they wouldn't even need Superman or Wonder Woman, bro. With just the Flash, he taking everybody out, dog.
yeah,
Everybody.
yeah, I can see that.
He taking everybody out, bro.
yeah, it's true. I give you that.
He use that what's it, that mega punch, whatever it's called, when he runs at the speed of light and then punches you like, bro, he
Like
knocking
runs around
Hulk
the
out.
earth twice and then winds them up. It just
Bro,
yeah,
he
No,
knocking Hulk out, dog.
yeah.
If
He'll
Thor
never see it
knocked him
coming.
out in Ragnarok, then I think Flash might knock him out with that super punch, dog.
That'd
And
be a hell of a fight though.
Iron Man definitely don't stand no chance. Cap don't stand no chance.
No,
We ain't even
Batman
gonna
don't stand
count
a chance.
Hawkeye and
Yeah,
Black
Batman.
Widow.
I hate to say,
nah.
if you're not a superpower individual, you die first.
Just sit out,
And
bro.
Cap
Just sit
dies
out.
last because he is superpowered, but no,
Hey, he can do it
not
all
from
day,
movie
bro.
2.5. Yeah,
You gonna have
so
to kill him, but he gonna do it all
yeah,
day, bro.
that's true.
All right. So the third question. We got old Jack Burton from Big Trouble in Little China versus Tallahassee from Zombieland. Who's winning?
Kraken, you can go first on this one.
All right.
It's what it look. This ain't just easy.
Unfortunately, I love Jack Burton, but if you remember that movie,
Oh no,
he never really fought in that movie. He always got knocked out or some dumb as hell happened to
he
Jack
killed
Burton.
Lopan.
He took a knife and got looking
The
through it
quick
back
catch and
at him,
throw back.
man. But
Yeah,
Tallahassee, he whooped the shit out of Jack Burton.
Tallahassee had that work, man. And
Yeah.
don't let it be no Twinkie, no Twinkie in the way. You definitely gonna get that work.
And I thought about it, man. I love Jack Burton. Because you know what old Jack would say in a time like this?
you know
Man, that's
what?
one of the greatest lines ever.
Shit. You know, I'm gonna be
Who?
the contrary
Jack
here. I'm
Burton.
riding on the
Me.
Pork Chop Express with old Jack Burton, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all, Jack Burton is on coming. I'm gonna tell you what I like about this. Tallahassee is wily. Jack Burton has a confidence about him that cannot be shaken. He just knows
Yeah,
he's
he
gonna win
confident
before
as
he
hell.
goes in. Uh, I know his homeboy was really the one who was laying the ass whooping down. I can't think of what his name was. Who they was trying to
Not
arrest was his
Wong.
girlfriend.
Wong was the older dude.
Wong, right? I
No,
think when the chips are
no, Wong was the
down.
older guy.
Yeah, that's what it
No,
said.
Egg was the old dude.
It was Ed Chan. Yeah,
Egg Shan was the old dude. I think she think it was Wang. Actually, might be
Wayne.
Wang.
Yeah, Wayne.
Wang. I gotta go with old Jack Burton, the Pork
Wayne
Chop
Chi. That's
Express.
what it is.
Wang Chi. Yeah, I'm totally going with Jack Burton in this one. That was actually a harder one than I thought it was going to be because I do like Tallahassee. I think he's wily. He definitely has better, I think, gun skills. But there's
Tallahassee
just,
gonna put a bullet
you
in his
know
head.
what? Does Jack get to drink the potion that makes him like?
Yeah, he does drink it.
I'm going with Jack Burton. It didn't make
Yeah,
him invulnerable, but he thought it did.
yeah, because remember he
It's
shot up
that
in the air
confidence.
at the
I'm gonna
end.
take Jack Burton.
Everybody was on the big stare down. He shot up in the air and then it just knocked his ass out. The rock just fell on his head. So
That's
who you
true.
got, Brandon? What you got?
Oh,
You
I
got
said Tallahassee,
one
bro.
and one. You still saying Tallahassee?
Still going
Ah,
Tallahassee, dog.
yeah, because like I said, that's a great movie. Big Trouble in Little China, but Tallahassee with the zombies and everything else, hey, he just got them work,
He just
man.
had more personality, dog. I just got to go with Tallahassee, dog.
That I give you. That I give you. Well, hold on, man. I'm gonna tell you what. Jack Burton has one of the greatest ending lines in a movie. Remember when the old girl was like, "Aren't you even gonna kiss her?" Nope. And just walks out. Are you serious? Now wanting for more? It's all Jack Burton, baby.
Yeah, man. But all right, so that's pretty much it. We're gonna do a movie review now. That's the end of the Who You Got. So I'm gonna let you two gentlemen take this one. It's gonna be Serenity. Give us a review of Serenity.
Very
Uh,
under another underrated sci-fi
Another one.
flick. And then
It's
it's
one of my
in
favorite movies.
yeah, if you've ever seen the show Firefly, which was canceled, it's based off of that. Also a very
One damn
underrated
season.
series. One season, very underrated series. I don't know if it was just maybe people were just tired of them, and you already had Star Trek, Star Wars, and
I'm trying to
Stargate,
think, what do they call
Voyager.
that genre though? A space
Yeah, I hate
western. I think it's what
Stargate.
they call it, like space
Yeah.
pirates.
And I mean, maybe the people just got played out on it because I mean, it was an excellent movie and the show
Yeah,
was
it was.
also good.
It
It
was.
just, I don't know, man. But yeah, if you haven't seen Serenity, you definitely need to check it out. What's the
I
Asian chick
would
name
definitely
in that
check it
show?
out. Summer Glau.
Yeah, because she's also in Sin City, right? Wasn't she the one?
Uh-uh.
The
I don't think
Chinese
so.
chick? That
No,
wasn't
you
her?
talking about no. That's the same Chinese chick that was in Fast and Furious too. I can't think of what her name is.
Mm-hmm.
Suki was it? She is the same chick. I'm gonna tell
Mm-hmm.
you what. Serenity is one of my favorite movies. Is what I call a sleep movie. It's one of those movies I could put on and I could just like listen to it till I go to sleep. I almost know it line by line. Uh, Chiwetel Ejiofor. I hope I'm probably not pronouncing his name right, but he did a smashing job in that movie. I thought it was great. When I first saw it years ago, I actually petitioned for him to be the first Black Panther because he did good in Red Belt as well. Summer Glau, like you said, was great. I'm not quite sure what her name is, but Lawrence Fishburne's wife, she was in there. She's
Mm-hmm.
pretty good. Nathan Fillion, who's a huge nerd himself, he goes to all the Comic Cons. He was great in that movie. As far as the storyline, this is what I like about shows like that when a movie can effectively do this. When you can take a movie that no one has ever seen, like your canon material, and you put it in a way that anybody can watch the movie and enjoy it, that's what makes a really, really good movie. And you can back watch the show like I did. I actually saw the movie first. And I was like, wait, this is based off a show? I was
Mm-hmm.
disappointed when I found out it was only one season.
Yeah.
I hope they bring it back. I don't think they will. All the characters were good. The storyline, the effects, it really deserves a lot more respect. I hate it only has like a small cult following, but the people who know, you know. Serenity is a badass movie. You have to watch this movie if you've never seen it.
Okay, okay. I'm definitely gonna have to watch it. Just like the doctor got to watch Cheech and Chong. Can't believe
You
he ain't
got to.
seen that. So I ain't
Okay,
seen that one myself.
Equilibrium.
What'd
Y'all got
say?
homework. Y'all got
Equilibrium.
homework.
Oh yeah, I got a whole bunch of homework, man. But, all right, we're down to our last segment for this show. We want to thank everybody for watching so far. We appreciate it, and we're down with our cosplay crush of the day.
The cosplay crush of the day, young lady, I was fortunate enough to breeze past, and it's odd because I meet a lot of these young ladies and I actually talk to them in their inbox, and they are really, really cool. like they're gamers. They watch anime and they watch cosplay. And the truth of the matter is, they know a lot more about some of this stuff than a lot of the guys do. But this one's got. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. It's Bree Starfire. Uh, just look. It's not really much I can say. You look at her cosplays; they're very intricate. But they're very. She puts her own flavor on them, and she looks very good in her work. Um, I like all her pictures. I suggest y'all follow her. She will talk back to you, compliment her, follow her. Bree Starfire. She's beautiful. She's funny. She's cool as hell, and she probably knows a lot more about this stuff than some of you guys. So, challenge her on that if you will.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
It's
So
cool.
like
That's
we
cool.
always say, would say that.
Yeah, I was just saying that's cool.
Yeah,
All right.
she's pretty cool.
So like we always say, we appreciate you guys. Like, subscribe to our channel, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Oh
Please.
man, we almost on some of everything. Just look up the Lost Blurs podcast, and I'm sure you'll find one of our beautiful faces up there. So you'll know you got the right one.
That's the
So
truth.
unless you guys got something else, hey, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
All right,
Seth
peace
was a
out.
way more badass than Jules, by the way.
What?
You getting muted, bro.
I'm finna get muted.
He's been muted. All right, nice. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all support.